Did you know that there are powerful foods that can reduce joint pain and even slow down the progression of osteoarthritis? This question may sound simple, but it touches on one of the most important discussions in modern health. How much our daily choices, especially those related to diet, determine the way we age, move, and feel pain in our bodies. Joint pain is among the most common health complaints in the adult and elderly population. It is not merely an inconvenience. It is a condition that deeply impacts quality of life. Tasks that should be effortless, such as walking to the corner store, climbing stairs, or bending down to tie one's shoes, become painful challenges. Nights are often interrupted by stiffness or swelling, and many people resort to daily painkillers just to function. Osteoarthritis, also known as degenerative joint disease, is by far the most prevalent form of arthritis. It occurs when the cartilage, the tough, rubbery tissue that cushions the ends of bones in joints, gradually wears away. Without this protective layer, bones grind against each other, causing pain, stiffness, inflammation, and sometimes visible deformities. Unlike bone fractures, which can heal with time, damaged cartilage has very little ability to regenerate. For this reason, protecting and preserving what remains of the cartilage is absolutely essential. The encouraging news is that science has shown we are not completely powerless against this silent enemy. Diet, when chosen wisely, can become one of the strongest weapons to fight joint pain and slow down degeneration. Certain nutrients act directly on inflammation, oxidative stress, and the health of cartilage and bone tissue, while processed foods high in sugar, refined grains, and trans fats tend to feed the fire of inflammation. Other foods work in the opposite direction, cooling inflammation, nourishing cells, and strengthening tissues. Among the foods most widely studied and proven to bring relief to people with arthritis and joint pain, 8 stand out as true champions of joint health. Turmeric, ginger, fatty fish, rich in omega-3, extra virgin olive oil, berries, broccoli, green tea, and nuts, such as walnuts and almonds. These foods are not magical cures by themselves, but their unique bioactive compounds have powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties that, when combined, can transform the body into a stronger defense system against pain and degeneration. Turmeric, for example, has been used in Ayurvedic medicine for thousands of years. Its active compound curcumin has such potent anti-inflammatory properties that scientists often compare it to conventional drugs like ibuprofen. The major difference is that curcumin, when consumed properly, does not damage the stomach lining or overload the liver, as pharmaceutical drugs often do. Studies have shown that people who take curcumin supplements or regularly add turmeric to their meals report lower levels of stiffness, swelling, and joint discomfort. Curcumin is best absorbed when paired with black pepper, which contains piperine, and with a source of healthy fat, such as olive oil or coconut oil. That is why golden milk, turmeric, tea, or simple turmeric-seasoned dishes can be more than just flavorful, they can be therapeutic. Ginger is another powerful ally, known worldwide for its pungent flavor and warming qualities. Ginger contains gingerol, a bioactive compound with strong antioxidant and anti-inflammatory actions. Ginger has been found to reduce levels of pro-inflammatory cytokines, the very substances that intensify pain and stiffness in joints. A study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that patients with arthritis who consumed ginger regularly experienced significant reductions in pain compared to those who did not. Whether consumed as a tea, added to smoothies, or incorporated into savory meals, ginger provides versatile options for integrating healing into everyday life. Fatty fish, such as salmon, sardines, mackerel, and tuna, are rich sources of omega-3 fatty acids. One of the most studied nutrients in the fight against chronic inflammation, omega-3 helps reduce the production of inflammatory molecules and supports joint lubrication, making movements smoother and less painful. Scientific evidence shows that regular consumption of fatty fish is associated with reduced morning stiffness, greater mobility, and less reliance on pain medication among arthritis patients. For those who do not consume fish, omega-3 supplements derived from fish oil or algae oil are effective alternatives, though they should always be taken with medical supervision. Extra virgin olive oil, often called the liquid gold of the Mediterranean diet, is another food with remarkable anti-inflammatory properties. Rich in polyphenols and healthy monounsaturated fats, olive oil helps protect cells against oxidative stress and reduces systemic inflammation throughout the body. Populations that follow the Mediterranean diet, which includes high consumption of olive oil, show lower rates of chronic diseases, including osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. The simplest way to include it is raw, drizzled over salads, roasted vegetables, or whole grain bread. Cooking with olive oil is also beneficial, but using it fresh preserves its delicate antioxidants. Berries such as strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries are true antioxidant treasures. They are packed with anthocyanins, colorful pigments that have strong anti-inflammatory effects and help neutralize free radicals that damage joint tissue. A long-term study from the Harvard School of Public Health showed that people who consumed berries regularly had a lower risk of developing inflammatory joint conditions. Beyond their protective effects, berries support collagen formation, which is essential for cartilage maintenance. Whether eaten fresh, blended in smoothies, or enjoyed frozen, they remain one of the most delicious and accessible tools for joint health. Broccoli deserves a special mention because it contains sulforaphane, a unique compound that can block enzymes responsible for joint destruction. This cruciferous vegetable is also rich in vitamin C, calcium, and other micronutrients that support both bone and cartilage strength. Studies have shown that sulforaphane not only reduces inflammation, but may also slow down the progression of osteoarthritis. Although many people avoid broccoli due to its taste, it can be made palatable in stir-fries, soups, or oven-roasted with herbs. Eating broccoli at least 3 times a week can make a meaningful difference in joint health. Green tea, a staple in Asian cultures, is another natural powerhouse. It is rich in catechins, particularly epigallocatechin galati GCG, a compound known for its anti-inflammatory and anti-aging properties. Research has found that EGCG may help protect cartilage from further breakdown and slow the progression of osteoarthritis. Moreover, green tea aids in weight management, which is crucial because excess weight is one of the leading causes of joint strain, particularly in the knees and hips. A simple daily cup of green tea can therefore act as a preventive tool against both joint pain and overall inflammation. Finally, nuts such as walnuts, almonds, and cashews are nutrient-dense foods full of healthy fats, protein, magnesium, and zinc. These minerals are essential for bone metabolism and cartilage repair. Nuts also provide long-lasting energy and promote satiety, which helps in maintaining a healthy weight. Controlled weight means reduced stress on joints, which directly translates to less pain and degeneration over time. While nuts are calorie-dense and should be consumed in moderation, even a small daily handful can offer significant benefits. The real secret lies not in consuming one of these foods occasionally, but in combining them consistently as part of an anti-inflammatory lifestyle. Imagine starting the day with oatmeal topped with berries and walnuts, enjoying a lunch of grilled salmon with olive oil-dressed greens and steamed broccoli, and winding down in the evening with a warm turmeric and ginger soup. These simple choices, repeated daily, accumulate into powerful defenses against chronic pain. Of course, diet is only one piece of the puzzle. A sedentary lifestyle, smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, and chronic stress all accelerate inflammation and worsen joint degeneration. Incorporating low-impact exercises such as walking, swimming, yoga, or Tai Chi can greatly complement the benefits of diet. Adequate sleep and relaxation techniques also play a role. Since lack of rest increases inflammatory markers and reduces the body's ability to repair itself, there are countless real-life stories of people who have successfully managed their joint pain by adopting these principles. Many individuals who once relied heavily on daily painkillers have reported significant improvements in mobility, reduced stiffness, and renewed independence after embracing an anti-inflammatory diet rich in the 8 foods described here. Such stories remind us that while medical treatments are important, the body's natural ability to heal is often underestimated. Scientific evidence supports these anecdotal experiences. Long-term cohort studies reveal that people who follow diets rich in vegetables, fruits, fish, and olive oil experienced less progression of arthritis compared to those who consume high amounts of processed meats, refined sugars, and fried foods. Researchers now emphasize that arthritis should not be managed exclusively with medication, but through a combination of lifestyle adjustments where food plays a central role. The key takeaway is that what you eat can either inflame or heal your joints. Turmeric, ginger, fatty fish, olive oil, berries, broccoli, green tea, and nuts are not exotic miracles but accessible, natural foods that can be found in everyday kitchens. Incorporating them consistently is an investment in long-term mobility, vitality, and independence. So the question remains, are you fueling inflammation with your food choices, or are you building resilience and healing? The answer may determine how freely you will move, how comfortably you will sleep, and how independently you will live in the years to come. Do not wait until the pain dictates your life. Begin today by making small but meaningful changes to your diet and lifestyle. Each meal is an opportunity to either feed the fire of inflammation or extinguish it with nourishing, healing foods. If your goal is to walk freely without pain, to enjoy your hobbies without limitations, and to age with dignity and strength, the path is clear. Fill your plate with nature's pharmacy. Let turmeric, ginger, omega-3 rich, fish, olive oil, berries, broccoli, green tea, and nuts become daily companions. In doing so, you give your joints the gift of longevity, resilience, and vitality. Your future health is in your hands. And the journey toward pain-free living begins with a simple yet powerful choice of what you eat today.